Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Today, I'm taking you behind the scenes of something massive. We're carving giant wooden bears, from raw logs to lifelike beasts that almost breathe. This isn't just woodworking, it's a battle of strength, focus, and patience. You'll hear the chainsaw roar, see each detail take shape, and feel that moment when wood transforms into something wild. So grab a seat, turn up the volume, and get ready to witness the magic, because today, we're not just carving wood, we're awakening giants. Let's get started. This is where it begins, just a man, a saw, and a massive block of wood. No lines, no sketches, just vision and instinct. One wrong move and it's gone, but one right cut and the bear starts to wake. This first slice, it's not about control, it's about commitment. Once the chainsaw hits the grain, there's no turning back. Welcome to the start of something wild. He doesn't start with measurements, he starts with a vision, a bear, massive, noble, frozen inside a block of wood. He studies the grain, feels where the power flows. Then the chainsaw roars to life. He begins with the head, because that's where the soul lives. He cuts downward, rough and fast, shaping the snout, sketching where the eyes will be, deep, quiet, watching. His arms move with force, but his hands with care. He shifts to the shoulders, wide, dominant. Every pass of the blade removes what doesn't belong, revealing what always did. He's not just carving, he's awakening something ancient. Now the bear is watching him, its face almost alive, the snout shaped, the mouth open, frozen mid-grow. He leans in close, the chainsaw now a scalpel, carving the line of the jaw, the curve of the cheek. He's not just sculpting details. He's building emotion, anger, power, maybe even pain. Wood chips fly like sparks, but his focus never breaks. Every movement measured. Like he's afraid to wake it too soon. The bear isn't just taking shape, it's coming to life, and now it stares back. Now the beast is in motion, paw extended, mouth open. As if frozen mid-roar, he crouches low, guiding the blade beneath the jaw. Carving tension into every line, the muscles ripple beneath the grain, not just carved, built. The pose is a pounce, a warning, a story told in silence. He doesn't flinch, doesn't rush. Every cut is deliberate, drawing power from the wood without losing control. This is no longer a sculpture, it's a creature caught in the moment before the strike, and he is the only one brave enough to wake it. Now it's no longer about power, it's about precision. He switches the chainsaw for a mallet and chisel, his grip tight, his focus tighter. Every tap is calculated, controlled. He's shaping the fur now, strand by strand, guiding light into the grain, revealing the flow of muscle, the tension in the stance. This isn't carving, this is whispering to the wood, asking it to speak, and slowly, it does. With every stroke, the bear becomes more than form, it becomes feeling. And now it stands, not as a sculpture, but as something more. The fur ripples with light, the eyes reflect the sky, the snarl frozen in time. He gave it shape, but the wood gave it soul. It no longer feels carved, it feels born. Days of noise and sawdust, now replaced by silence and presence. The bear watches the world with a stillness that speaks, a monument to patience, to power, to art that breathes. He steps back, not to admire, but to listen, and in that moment, the forest is quiet. The bear was just the beginning, because for him, creation never ends. Now a new log stands before him, rough, silent, untouched, but not for long. He tightens his grip, the chainsaw hums to life again, and the first cut flies, heavy, fast, ripping through bark like memory. This isn't repetition, it's resurrection. Another spirit lies sleeping in the grain, and he's come to wake it. And now he sits not fierce, not wild, but calm, watching the world with quiet eyes. Paws tucked in, body relaxed, like he's been here for years, guarding the silence, welcoming the snow. There's no roar in this one, only the log is massive, untouched, ancient, but in his mind, the shapes are already moving, two bears. Locked in something between battle and embrace, he draws the first lines not with ink, but with motion. The saw begins to hum, and the wood listens. One begins to emerge. The snout, the chest, the raised arm caught mid-major, like a frozen frame of a wild dance. He doesn't just carve a body, he carves momentum. Two stories on a single stage of Now they face each other, teeth bared, claws closed, one roaring, one resisting. Their limbs locked in a primal moment. He sculpts tension, not through violence, but through balance, each cut stitching the scene tighter. And now they stand forever, eye to eye, fur to fur, not fighting, not fleeing, just holding on, as if they know the world is harsh, but in this moment, carved in wood, they are together. And that's enough. If this sculpture spoke to you, if you felt something in the wood, in the silence, in the way two bears held on, leave a comment below. Tell us what you saw in them. Strength, love, memory, or maybe just something you can't explain. And if you want to follow more stories like this, from raw logs to living forms, don't forget to subscribe. There's always another soul waiting inside the next piece of wood, and we'd love to carve it with you.